So, once again, we're an off-road shop. We deal with metal. It's a weekend, I'm in a hurry. So, no grinder, no sanders here. Let me state the reason behind that. That was carpeted wall, so it's covered in glue and staples, everything like that. I didn't feel like going through and pulling a million staples out. So, 4-inch grinder will take care of it all at one shot. Okay guys, first little dilemma here. We're gonna replace this chunk of OSB here. This piece that was burnt. Ran to town to get a piece, got to town, realized I forgot my wallet. Now if you have any idea what a chunk of this, if you have any idea what a sheet of this goes for right about now, you'll realize the dilemma. Dug through my truck, everything like that. Only found about $50. Now, I ran to town for a chunk of this and a case of beer. It's the weekend, decisions were made, and we're going to reuse this burnt chunk of wood and just cover it up. So, I needed this more. I guess while we're at it, I should say this also. As I said, this was a tool truck, so it had some outlets, stuff like that already in it, and it had lights. These were all shelves over here. So these wires here are all shelving lights. They're all operated from up in the cab. I can turn them on and off. So they came out down here. I pulled them up. I'm going to put some kind of LED accent lighting or something around up top here. Just almost a night light or whatever you want to call it. So I'm just going to leave them hanging for now. I'm going to tuck them up here. When I run my paneling up the side here, I'm going to leave it down because all my wiring is up here. I'm going to leave my paneling down to the top of this, so I still have a channel up above, up here, where all my wiring is. That's my wiring for everything. If I ever have to add anything into it, I can pull my trim board down that I'm just going to cut, you know, 1 by 3 or something, chuck it, whatever, to put up in here to hold this up. So all my wiring will be up there. It'll be accessible. I can get to it at any time. And I'm just going to tuck these up when we get to that point. Now this is an outlet. That is an outlet. And there was one on this wall right here that were pre-wired to the RV plug up on the front of the truck that runs, that if I hook into, you know, land power or any kind of generator or anything like that, because I'm going to mount some generators up in the bumper of this outlet and this outlet will run off of that. Now I'm going to splice into them, add a couple more outlets. Now these outlets here, the red outlets in this case, are run off of the inverter that is already mounted under here. So the red outlets will go off of that. The white outlets will go off this. Now I'm going to change the color of the outlets. I'm going with black and gray just to match the inside a little bit better. But there'll be 2 separate circuits in here. So I will have an inverter powered circuit and a landline circuit. What I'm going to do, the plan anyway, there's going to be a refrigerator in this area right here. With these outlets here, I'm going to cut some more outlets in. So when I'm driving down the road, I can plug the refrigerator into these outlets. When I'm parked or whatever, I can just unplug it, plug it into the outlets over here, and that will give me my refrigerator. My microwave's going to go up top here, sink, everything is going to go in here. But that way I have two separate circuits that I can run everything on. I was going to go with, I actually bought a camper. I was going to use the refrigerator, the heat, everything like that out of the camper. But this already has a heater built in under here. There's a heater. That's an AC unit that runs off of the engine. So we're going down the road. I have an engine powered AC unit there. I have a rooftop AC unit when we are parked that runs off of generator, whatever. But we're just going to add a whole bunch of power in here. All my lighting and everything I'm going to keep 12 volt just because when I'm plugged in, there's also a battery charger we got built in here that will charge the 4 6-volt deep cycle batteries on the outside of the truck. So everything's going to be 12 volt. When we're plugged in, it's going to charge the batteries to supply the power, so we should never really die. And it's just simpler than running a whole nother light circuit in here. But now we're going to finish screwing this piece up, sand the rest of the wall off, and start throwing some paneling up.